Greeting parents and students. It is with a great pleasure that I welcome you to the 2021-2022 academic year and to our virtual community afternoon. We are delighted to see our dear students back on campus for in-person learning, and we are looking forward to another memorable year full of successes and achievements. Please rest assured that your child's safety, well-being, and educational growth are our number one priority. This year, we also celebrate our 40th year of excellence as an educational institution. Our educational excellence is drawn from strong academic and social-emotional programs developed and enhanced over the years to be among the best in the Kingdom of Bahrain. We are committed to supporting our students to develop their skills in addition to their social competence by instilling the essential values of respect, responsibility, and global mindedness. We are developing a generation of inquisitive lifelong learners who always strive to achieve excellence. Today, you will be meeting your child's teachers and learning about our courses and curriculum expectations. If you have any questions, please type them by the chat box and we will be happy to answer them towards the end of this presentation. Finally, I would like to take the opportunity again to wish you all a great and prosperous year. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Wasoon Mohammed, the High School Vice Principal. During my talk with you today, I will cover a few important aspects regarding student life in Bayan School and our expectation from our students. At Bayan School, we don't just focus on the academic performance of students, but rather expect our students to be well-rounded, which means we expect our students to behave in a manner that is acceptable to all. We expect our students to be highly respectful in all aspects of school life. Above all, students must respect themselves, all teachers and staff members. This brings me to the Bahrain Bayan School graduate profile. The aim to develop 10 characteristics for all our graduates. This includes respectful human beings, globally minded individuals, compassionate beings, responsible and principled students, being confident and creative in everything they do. And they can only do this by the communication skills that they've developed over the years. To reach our ultimate goals, we all need to agree on certain expectations and behaviors. At first, we need to make sure we abide by the school uniform policy. At school, students are expected to wear either a formal school uniform or the PE uniform. Students cannot mix and match between the two sets. We kindly ask parents to encourage students to be well prepared and dress appropriately to school. We understand that some students would like to opt to wear sweaters or hoodies. As such, we recommend purchasing the high school hoodies from the uniform shop. As with the ID cards, students must make sure that they're wearing their IDs on campus at all times. Failure to do so will result in future consequences. Girls are limited to wearing accessories to school. We need to make sure that the jewelry worn is subtle. Earrings and necklaces should be small and discreet, with no long earrings. As you all know, makeup is not allowed in school. However, subtle nail polish with short nails is allowed. Moving on to the topic of attendance, we all know the importance of attendance and punctuality for further education, the employment world, and for all other aspects of life. As a school, we value the daily contribution of each student, and we all know that non-attendance detracts the quality of our classes. If a student attends class 10 minutes after start time, they will get the tardy mark. If the student attends after the 10 minutes, they will get the late marks. Parents will be contacted if students arrive at school late for period 1 with no reason. Late and tardy marks in a class will add up to the absence towards the 15%. Therefore, a student who for any reason is absent for a class 15% of days in a semester will fail the course for the semester and lose credit for that class. In case of emergency, the parents will need to communicate with the school admin regarding the absence of the child. This will grant a student an excused absent. To run a smooth academic year, we need your support to make sure your child understands the school rules and policies. Students need to be aware that bad decisions lead to consequences. Student violation of school set rules are defined with a set of disciplinary actions. The infractions can be academic, behavioral, ethical, or environmental. We need to make sure the decisions students make don't lead to any type of infractions. It is worth mentioning that we are a bilingual school. Students must speak Arabic in Arabic classes, and English in their English courses. This will balance the strength of the two languages amongst our students. Last but not least, I'm sure we all agree as admin and as parents on one set of goals, and that is to graduate well-rounded humans who are ready to explore the real world and be successful beings. This could only happen if we work together to meet the mission and vision of the school. Wishing you and the family a healthy and successful academic year ahead. Thank you.
Hello, Bahrain Bayan School. My name is Mirbat Awamre, and I am the IB Diploma Program Coordinator. In today's community session, I'm going to talk about the IB program and the reasons why our students should consider this program and should consider enrolling in its courses and the requirements and specification which each IB candidate student should be aware of and learn about. To start with, the International Baccalaureate program, it's a program that aims at developing inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. This program indeed encourages our students across the world to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners, because definitely they will be developing and honing their ATL skills and approaches to learning, and they will end up understanding what other people's need, and they will appreciate the differences, and they will know that everyone, nonetheless, they are different, they can be also right. The model of the program can be easily displayed, and it's very easily illustrated in this model. For any student who is or who wishes to enroll in the IB program, he has to study 6 subjects, and these 6 subjects should be studied concurrently, meaning that these 6 subjects should be studied over the period of 2 years, alongside other courses like CAS, it is Creativity, Activity, and Service, Theory of Knowledge, and Extended Essay. And each subject has to be chosen meticulously and after a real study in order to suit the capabilities and the abilities of each student. If the student chooses to be a full IB student, he has to be enrolled in 3 standard level courses and 3 higher level courses. Now, we have to ask ourselves, why most of the students around the world, they choose this program? The reasons are very easy. First of all, it is because of the breadth of the study. We have diverse courses and subjects, and these subjects, they vary from language acquisition, from Arabic and English language literature, into sciences, biology, chemistry, physics, into social studies, which we refer to them in the IB as individuals and societies, and like business, economics, ITGS, computer science, and the arts, which is about visual arts and theater, and definitely math, which comes in 2 courses, 2 different courses, and which we will elaborate on them once we will have the students in grade 10 and in grade 11 at the beginning of each year. The most important thing about this program is how it hones and how it refines the skills that the students develop throughout these 2 years. Most importantly, the research skills, the time management skills, and how to be independent thinkers. The target and the aim of this program is to prepare students for life after school and to be accepted and admitted at the prestigious and most important universities around the world. This indeed will roadmap their personal growth and will create global citizens who are open to leadership and who are open to accepting risks and responsibilities. Now, in our school, the IB diploma students at Bayan, they are very distinguished, and they are always start because of many reasons. The first reason is because most of the students who are IB students they are recipients of the Crown Prince International Scholarships program, and that is every year. Most of our students who are chosen to take this scholarship, they are IB students. Another reason is that students, they gain unconditional acceptance in prestigious universities, and most universities, they prefer students who are IB students. Our students, they are very much engaged in community service, and this is what makes them so different, especially at Bayan. Our students at Bayan, the IB students, they participate in visual art shows, in science fair, and in TOK exhibitions, and they share these celebrations with the school community and the people around them. The most important thing as well, IB students at Bayan, they all develop skills that lead to leadership qualities and prepare them for the future. Now, in Bayan School, we have two streams for the IB. The first stream is the IB diploma, and the second stream is the IB course. For students to choose an IB diploma, as we have said before, the students, they have to choose 6 subjects alongside the core program, which is TOK, CAS, and extended essay. If a student is not willing to put himself under the pressure and the challenge, and the rigorous challenge actually, of the diploma program, he or she, they can opt for the IB course. They have the freedom to choose between one course or more. It all depends on their interest of the course and the availability of places of such a course during the year in which the student is going to join the IB program. Now, for more information about the IB program, I truly advise you, Bayan community, to check our official website, where there is an icon and it is entitled IB program. Please check the electronic flip book, which is provided in this under this title, and it is called the Diploma Program Handbook. You will have plenty of questions, you have plenty of information and frequently asked questions, which will be very beneficial to orient you better about the program. Now, for the many parents and many students, their concern is about the assessments, which mean the test. The assessments in the IB are of 2 types or 2 kinds. The first one is the external assessment, and the second one is the internal. The internal assessment, it's basically marked by our teachers at the school. However, these exams or these assessments that are being tested, they are sent later on to the IB for moderation. And the other type of assessment is the external assessment, which is basically marked by examiners from the IB. All in all, the total mark of the IB student will be decided according to both assessments, the external and the internal, and each of these assessments has its own percentages or weight according to the IB policies and practices, and the teachers will share the weightings with the students at the beginning of the year once they join the program in grade 11. Now, for the grading of the IB system, the most important thing is to know that if the student is a full IB student, his grade, which he will receive on his certificate or IB result document, will be out of 45. And this is basically, it comes from the 6 subjects that he's going to choose. And each subject is going to be graded out of 7. So you multiply 6 by 7, and you add to them the 3 bonus points, which the student will be able to earn if he would finish the TOK and extended essay requirement. So the total grade will be out of 45. However, if the student is an IB course student, his grade won't be out of 45. It will be as an individual grade out of 7 for each subject. Later on, these grades will be translated into percentages and letter grade, and these will be shown after being attested as Bayan transcript, which you can receive from the school and the registration department in order for you to submit at the universities in Bahrain or locally, globally, or internationally. These are the information that we'd like to share with you for today's community session. Please feel free to ask any question, or if you have any query, to drop by our IB office. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Ms. Niaz Deshti. I'm from the High School Counseling Department for grade 11 and 12. Our team includes Ms. Layal Butros, our head of counseling, Ms. Rose, our assistant, and myself. Our counseling department focuses on helping students develop areas related to their social emotional skills, global perspective, and most importantly, college readiness. We extensively focus on the students' transition to university, which means preparing students for higher education and helping them get there. Most importantly, the counseling department is also part of the child study team, where students' needs are discussed in detail and plans are developed. Thank you.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أرحب بكم جميعا في هذا اليوم، ويسعدني أن أقدم لكم أعضاء دائرة اللغة العربية. أنا حنان بوكمال، أستاذ ياسر أبو زيد وأستاذ السيد عمران. سأبدأ باللغة العربية بالمستوى العالي للصف 11 و12. نحن نقوم بدراسة 5 محاور. المحور الأول الهويات، التجارب، البراعة البشرية، التنظيم الاجتماعي، ونتشارك الكوكب. هذه المواضيع التي نقوم بدراستها خلال العامين الدراسيين. إلى جانب المحاور ال5 نقوم بدراسة الأدب. العمل الأول في السنة الأولى وهو كان ما كان لميخائيل نايمة، والعمل الثاني وسمية تخرج من البحر للكاتبة الكويتية ليلى العثمان. لكل طالب ملف إلكتروني يرصد فيه جميع أعماله الكتابية أو الشفوية. هذا الملف نستطيع أن نرجع إليه ويرجع إليه الطالب حينما يحتاجه أو نحتاجه. بالنسبة للتقييم الخارجي بعد السنتين سيكون كالتالي: الورقة الأولى 25، الورقة الثانية 50 درجة مقسمة بين الفهم بالإصغاء والفهم بالقراءة، والتقييم الداخلي وهو التقييم الشفهي الفردي 25. أما بالنسبة لتقييم المدرسة فهو الورقة الأولى 20 درجة، الورقة الثانية القراءة والاستماع 30 درجة، الأعمال الشفوية 30، والأنشطة الصفية 10، والمهارات التعلمية 10 درجات. سأترك المجال لكم الآن مع زميلي الأستاذ السيد عمران.
أسعد الله أوقاتكم بكل خير. يسعدني ويشرفني أن ألتقي بكم لنستعرض سويا منهج البكالوريا الدولية في اللغة العربية للغة والأدب، المستوى العالي والعادي للصف 11 و12. بالنسبة للأعمال المقررة، يدرس طالب الSL المستوى العالي 4 من الأعمال الأدبية على الأقل، كان مكان، أبو بطة، وجين إير، وبيت دمية. أما المستوى العالي يضاف إلى ذلك عملين آخرين: شجرة البلاب وأنتيغون، لأن لديه مقال مطول. بعد ذلك بالنسبة للمنهاج يقوم على الآتي: الشفويات من عروض وتسجيل، والتسجيل يكون لمدة 15 دقيقة. 15 دقيقة، 10 للطالب و5 للمعلم، بالإضافة إلى الورقة الأولى، وتكون نصوص غير أدبية. طالب المستوى العادي SL يحلل نصا واحدا، وطالب المستوى العالي HL يحلل نصين. ثم الورقة الثانية، وبالنسبة للصف 12 هو معفى منها هذا العام بقرار من البكالوريا نتيجة لآثار جائحة كورونا. يزيد مستوى العالي المقال من 1200 ل 1500 كلمة، مقال مطول أو الIA، وذلك بالنسبة لتوزيع الدرجات كما هو موضح لديكم في الجدول. أضف إلى ذلك الأنشطة، المناقشات الشفوية، السياقات الثقافية، والظواهر الاجتماعية التي يقوم الطالب بدراستها. أتمنى لكم جميعا كل التوفيق، ولأبنائنا مزيدا من النجاح والتفوق، وشكرا لكم جميعا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يسرني ويسعدني أنا السيد محمد عمران أن أقدم لكم برنامج اللغة العربية لطلاب دبلوم البيان للصفين 11 و12. أولا نبدأ بالأعمال الأدبية المقررة. يدرس طلابنا 4 أعمال، منها كتاب كان ما كان لميخائيل نعيمة، كتاب أبو بطة لميخائيل نعيمة، مسرحية بيت دمية للكاتب النرويجي هنريك إبسن، وأخيراً كتاب كخة يا بابا لعبد الله المغلوث وهو كاتب سعودي. هذه هي الأعمال. أما أعمال الطلاب خلال هاتين السنتين فيقوم طلابنا بعمل الورقة الأولى، وفيها يحلل الطلاب نصوصاً خارجية. أيضاً الورقة الثانية يجيب الطلاب على سؤال من خلال القصص التي درسها، وكذلك الأعمال الأدبية مثل تحليل النصوص التي درسها الطلاب في الصف، والعروض الشفوية من خلال محوري اللغة في السياق الثقافي واللغة والتواصل الجماهيري، وهي عبارة عن مواضيع متنوعة، قضايا عالمية مثل قضية الفقر والتميز الجنسوي والعولمة ووسائل التواصل الاجتماعي. ويكتب طلابنا خلال هاتين السنتين في كل سنة دراسية مقالاً إبداعياً مكون من 800 إلى 1000 كلمة. أما عن توزيع الدرجات فالأعمال الكتابية تمثل 40 درجة، والأنشطة الشفوية 30، والأعمال الصفية 20، ومهارات التعلم 10 درجات. هذا ما كل ما لدينا. لكم كل التوفيق لطلابنا الأعزاء.
Greetings, parents and Bayan community. I'm Mirna, the IB English teacher and subject leader. In the team, we have Mr. Daniel Thomas and Ms. Angela Sujit, who also teach IB classes. What is the IB Language and Literature course? It's divided into 2 parts. The language part comprises of media studies, cultural topics, areas of exploration that revolve around readers, writers, and text. As for the literary part, it comprises of the study and analysis and interpretation of literary works. It's a 2-year syllabus. We finish 2/3 of it in grade 11 and 1/3 of it in grade 12. SL students read 4 literary works, while HL students read 6 literary works. HL students has an extra stretch as they write an HL essay that is research-based and based on student interest and choice. Students are required to keep a learner portfolio to archive all their work of the 2 years. Please note that writing is an important component in this course, as it constitutes 70 to 80% of the total grade. It's divided into 2 papers. Paper 1, which is a commentary writing, and paper 2 is an essay writing. Adding to the fact that an equally important to writing is their oral grade, because students are required in IB classes to record 10 minutes of uninterrupted recording, followed by an interview with the teacher in the format of a question and answer for 5 minutes. Language and literature as a course is relevant and contemporary because students study the English that they deal with on a daily basis, and the one that they see in their phones and in their laptops and iPads. Students are required to examine how meaning is constructed and language used in media posts like Insta and Facebook, tweets and the power of shaping public opinion, advertisements, magazine covers, newspaper articles, and many others. All the scores in this IB course are generated through IB rubrics that are sent to us by IB, because as IB teachers, we have the responsibility to predict scores. The best of luck to all our IB candidates, and let's have a successful year. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Angela. I teach English, Language and Literature for IB and CP courses in grades 11 and 12. Mr. Daniel Thomas co-teaches with me in grade 12. We have 4 units of study in grades 11 and 12. We begin the year with IELTS and SAT prep, where we train students to develop their skills to qualify for university admissions. The second unit is Noble Studies, where the grade 11s will be doing Khalid Hosseini's Kite Runner, and grade 12s will be reading The Great Gatsby by Scott Fitzgerald. In units 3 and 4, we have informational texts and research program, where students explore a wide range of global issues which are published topics, and this helps them to analyze the author's tone, purpose, and diction. Our assessments are basically long and short responses, PPAC responses, commentary writing, quizzes, and oral presentations. Our grading pattern is as follows. Our priority is always writing, where they need to have a 30% weightage. So we have writing 30%, oral presentations and projects 25%, classwork 20%, quizzes 15%, and learning skills 10%. If you have any concerns, please do not forget to email me. Thank you and have a nice evening.
Good evening, parents. My name is Mr. Fayyad, and I teach grade 11 and 12 math. Along with my colleagues, Ms. Haifa Al-Hajj, Mr. Majdi Hermina, Ms. Suhair Harajli, Mr. Amr Muhammad, Mr. Sami Faris, and Mr. Muhammad Sulaiman, we all take care of our children to thrive in the mathematics world. In the math department, we always try to push our students to develop a curiosity toward math, toward problem solving, and to appreciate the elegance and power of math. They need to develop an understanding of the concept, the principle and nature of mathematics. They will be able to communicate mathematics clearly, concisely, and confidently in a variety of contexts. All our students are well prepared to join the university. For that, we have divided our paths into two different paths. The students who opt for the CP classes will take Integrated Math 2 and Integrated Math 3 with Mr. Amr Muhammad, Mr. Majdi Hermina, Mr. Muhammad Sulaiman, and Ms. Suhair Harajli. However, the students who have opted to take the IB diploma will be taking either Math AA or Math AI. AA stands for Analysis and Approaches, AI stands for Application and Interpretations. Both routes will help our students to achieve their desired outcome, depending on what do they want to study when they go to university. In both subjects, we have SL level and HL level. I will not be talking about the AI. Mr. Majdi, my colleague, will be explaining in details AI. However, myself and Mr. Sami, we do teach AA, SL, and HL. Mr. Sami Faris teaches 11AA and SL and 11AA HL. Myself, I teach 11AA SL, 12AA SL. Ms. Haifa Al-Hajj teaches 12AA SL and 12AA HL. For both of them and both strains, our students are going to write two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. The difference between AA and AI that our students in AI are allowed to use the calculators in both papers. However, in AA, we have paper 1 has no calculator. Paper 2 is calculator-based. HL will have an extra third paper, which is like a problem-solving papers where they are as well allowed to use their calculator. At Bayan, we try always to give our students the best opportunity in the use of technology. Therefore, we use the TI Inspire. It is user-friendly and it helps our students to perform better in their examinations, especially paper 2, when they can draw any graph, analyze the graph, and can reach a suitable conclusion. For the students who opted for the Integrated Math 3 or the non-IB route, those students will be well prepared for the university. The level is as rigorous as AASL or AISL. We are using the same books for IB and the non-IB roads to make sure that all our students will be on the right path to reach university. Along with my colleagues, I want to thank you for coming in tonight. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. You will receive our emails here and on Google Classrooms. If you open Google Classroom, you can see all the emails where you can contact us. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Magdi Harbina. I'm teaching grade 11 and 12, grade 11 IBSL application and interpretation, grade 11 and 12 integrated math, and our subject leader is Mr. Antoine Fayyad. And today I'm going to explain the exact information about our course is mathematics application and interpretation. The aims of our course has been sent to in the early beginning of this academic year, and it posted on Google Classroom, including the syllabus and every single details regarding the courses that will be covered this year. Also, the textbook that we have, or the syllabus, I need just to clarify this issue. We have for the application and the interpretation, we have two main streams. We have the standard level and we have the higher level. So the standard level and the higher level, both courses have a common 60 hours in between. And the students has to decide which course need to select in regards to the university acceptance. Because some universities are accepting SL application and interpretation, or some universities accepting HL application and interpretation. So this part, please double check the university prerequisite regarding the math course. Grading and technology, for the technology we are using the TI Inspire CX, and this is available in our school, and also it's very important for the whole coming 2 years that the students, they need to work on it. The grading system, as you can see, we have the test is 40% assigned from the overall, and the 20% for the quizzes, and the learning skills and the classwork is 10%, classwork is 30%. So these all are the grades for the whole year, semester 1 so far. And every couple of weeks we have a quiz, and every week we have a formative, and we have a graded classwork. Our students aware of this, and this has been explained clearly to them. Okay, so and for the international exam, we have for the higher level, we have paper 1, 2, 3, as you can see, 30%, 30%, and 20%. And for the level, standard level, we have 40%, 40%, and the exploration in each stream is the same as 20%. So in this part, this is the paper 1 and 2 and 3 for HL, and paper 1 and 2 for SL. The last couple of years, they did the paper 1 and paper 2 in 2 separate days, not on the same day. Also, I need to explain to you our mathematics department decided 2 years ago to use one of the most publishers textbook that we are using this year is the one from Oxford, and I will display for you some information about the course from the textbook that we need to use. All our students have received this one. Yes, as you can see, this is the textbook that we have, and I just need to show you some information from this textbook for our students. Once our students receive the e-ticket that attached to the textbook, they can register online for this textbook, and then they can go through it. They will have too many resources, as you can see here for this icon. If you press on it, you will have a tutorial video for explaining the example. And also, if you have at the end of each unit, exactly each section, you will have an icon similar to this one, which contains the additional exercises that you have here, exercise 1 and exercise 2. So if the students have been done with everything that you have it here, so they can go and explore the additional exercises. Also, in the main page, in the first page, students will have, they can discover this part here. They will find Yes, they will have a practice exam paper. You have paper 1 and paper 2, and also they have the worked solution in full details as a reference for them if they need to double check their answers. So this basically an environment that will teach our students self-education at home. So far I'm done. Thank you for attending today, and please, if you have any question for me or Mr. Antoine Fayyad, please email us. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Susan Pulavarthi, the subject leader for high school science, and it is my honor and privilege to do this presentation for you. This is the high school science department. I'm Susan, I'm the subject leader, and I teach grade 11 and 12 IB biology, standard and higher level, and I'm an IB biology examiner. Ms. Salome Pereira teaches 11 and 12 IB chemistry, SL and HL. Ms. Alexandra Lennon teaches grade 11 and 12 physics. Ms. Lygie Thomas teaches 11 IB environmental systems and societies, SL, 11 and 12 chemistry, and 11 environmental science. Ms. Fatma Adnan teaches grade 11 and 12 biology, 12 ecology and populations. Mr. Antoine Fayyad teaches 11 and 12 IB environmental systems and societies standard level. Dr. Salah Jaradat teaches IB grade 11 and 12 SL and HL and is also an IB examiner. Ms. Shruti Satish is the IB computer sciences SL and HL teacher. These are the courses we offer at Bayan. In IB, we have physics, chemistry, biology, and ESs and computer science. And we also do the non-IB courses, environmental, ecology, biology, chemistry, and physics. These are the resources, the textbooks we use. As you can see, we have a varied collection there. And these are the success strategies that I would like to emphasize on for your children. The students, in order to be successful in both the IB and the non-IB courses, have to meet deadlines. So work ethic is of paramount importance. So the students need to make sure that they meet their deadlines and they are well organized with regard to the deadlines. For IB, it is very important to follow the rubrics for internal assessment, which is a component that is comprising of 20% of the final grade. So following rubrics is very important. And of course, having a good work ethic is extremely important to be successful on all these courses, any of the courses that we are going to talk about. At BPS, we focus on skills as well as the content and ensure that students are prepared for university and also to be successful on either the IB or the non-IB program. We use a variety of approaches and we use projects, GRASS projects, we do assessments, summative, formative, we do a lot of experiments, and we also do some assignments in class. So we ensure that students are exposed to a variety of assessments and assignments to ensure that they understand the concepts and that they develop the required skills and they are inquirers and lifelong learners. So we ensure that this happens at BBS and the students are able to succeed on the courses. The semester weightages. So the semester grade will comprise of 80% of the semester grade and 20% of the exam, semester exam. This is for 11 IB. For 12 IB, it is the first term, the first semester, it's 100% of their grade comes from the semester grade, but in semester 2, 70% comes from the semester grade and 30% from their mock exam grade. For 11 and 12 non-IB courses, 80% of the grade comes from the semester grade and 20% from the semester exam grade. We have the IB Group 4 project, which is the requirement for IB, which Ms. Salome will be talking about later on. And this is the assessment outline for IB external exams standard level. So there are 3 papers, paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3, and there is an internal assessment component. You can see the weightages of the various papers for standard level. This is the paper distribution, the weightages of paper 1, 2, 3 and internal assessment for the higher level students. And for the current grade 12 batch, paper 3 has been cancelled. Moreover, the weightages for paper 1 and 2 have been modified. This is the assessment outline for IB ES's, Environmental Systems and Societies, standard level students. As you can see, we have paper 1, paper 2 and the internal assessment. The internal assessment component is very important for IB students, and the grade 12 students will currently be working on their experimentation and the write-up as required for IB. It comprises 20% of the final IB grade at the end of grade 12. These are the topics for IB chemistry, standard level and higher level. The way it works is the core topics are for both standard and higher level students. The HL, additional higher level topics, are for higher level students only. And there is a choice of 4 options, out of which 1 option will be taught. This option forms part of paper 3, but for the current grade 12s, they do not need to learn the option, but for grade 11s, we have to cover the option as a requirement for IB. The same goes for IB biology. The core topics are learnt by both standard and higher level students. AHL is only for higher level students, and the option, 1 option, is for both standard and higher level students. IB physics, we have the core topics, the additional higher level topics, and the options listed here. One of the options will be chosen and will be taught in class. These are the IB Environmental Systems and Societies topics. IB ESS is only offered in standard level, so these are the topics for the course. IB Computer Science, which is a part of the Group 4 IB program, again has core topics, the additional higher level or the extension for higher level students, and of course one of the options that will be taught. In the non-IB biology course, we have these topics that are being taught: genetics and evolution, human physiology, animal physiology, and nucleic acids. For chemistry, these are the topics that will be taught in the non-IB course. For physics, we have the following topics being taught in grade 11 and in grade 12. So those are the topics for 11 and these are the topics for 12. Environmental science, which is a course being offered in grade 11, we teach these topics that are listed here. For biology, for ecology and populations, we teach the following topics, which is a course that is offered in grade 12. With regard to the field trips are being planned for all the courses in accordance with the guidelines and protocols of the local authorities and international regulations. The school administration is helping us in the planning process, and more details will follow shortly and we'll keep you informed. These are the email addresses of all the teachers in the department, and I would like to emphasize that communication is key to the success of your students here at BBS. So please feel free to contact us through our email, and we would be very happy to respond, and we would love to be a part of the journey that your child is going to have, this wonderful journey at Bahrain Bayan School, and we are truly honored and privileged to be a part of that journey. And I would also like to emphasize that we are here to help the students succeed, and whatever they need from us, we are available and the students can contact us. Google Classroom is used to communicate with students so they can keep up with the work that is being done in class through the Google Classroom forum. If you have any other clarifications, questions, doubts, do feel free to ask at the end of this session. Once again, thank you for logging in and all the very best from the High School Science Department at BBS. Have a great day.
Hello everybody, I'm Ms. Salome Pereira and I teach IB, SL and HL chemistry for grade 11 and 12. Today I would like to present the Group 4 project to you. The Group 4 project is an interdisciplinary mandatory activity for all IB diploma and certificate students. It is student generated, student planned and student produced investigation. It's a collaborative experience where emphasis is more on the process rather than the product of the investigation. We test mainly for personal skills, which includes the student's ability to work with other members of the team, and also their ability to recognize the contribution and effort of fellow students. The project commences mainly in February, and students are given one common topic across all sciences. They nearly have 10 hours of classwork to work on their project. The Group 4 project is divided into 3 main stages. We have the planning stage, the action stage, and the evaluation stage. The planning stage usually takes around 2 hours, and students meet together, they brainstorm ideas, and they discuss their topics. By the end of this planning stage, they have to come up with a clear and focused research question for their investigation. In the action stage, which is nearly around 5 hours, students basically carry out hands-on lab activities. They are given an opportunity to conduct scientific investigations, and they also can use scientific tools and technology. Students are expected to pay close attention to safety as well as disposal techniques. In the evaluation stage, which is nearly 3 hours, the students share and discuss their findings of the investigation. The strengths and weaknesses of the investigation are discussed. They discuss what went well, what did not go well, and how they can improve their experiment, and how basically they can take this project to the next level. Finally, we have the Group 4 gallery walk, which is attended by important school board members and parents, and our students are given an opportunity to showcase their projects and present it to all of them. Thank you and have a lovely day.
Hello everyone, we are the Social Studies Department of the high school and we have 7 members in the team and we all teach different subjects like business management, history, research methods, psychology, computer science and ITGS as well. Okay? You can see the members in the pictures here. And this is the grade distribution that we follow in high school over the whole department. For assessments, we have 35%, assignments 20%, learning skills 10%, projects 25%, and quiz 10%. I, Ms. Lata, and Ms. Asma teach IB Business Management, and we teach the whole course over a 2-year period, that is grade 11 and grade 12 IB classes. And we also teach the same thing in CP classes as well. There are 5 topics in IB Business Management, and so in grade 11 we teach topic 1, 4, and then 2. And in grade 12 we teach topic 3 and topic 5. This is how it is distributed over 2-year period, both in IB and CP classes. Besides that, we give them a lot of IB case study practice, applications to a situation or a stimulus material. We also have business concept essays. that are made up of, change, culture, ethics, globalization, and strategy. And we also start the internal assessments in grade 11 so that they will have enough time to build it up into a very good essay by the end of grade 12. Thank you very much.
Hello, this is Ms. Sana here to take you through the IB Economics. Presently, we are following the new curriculum, which will have its first assessment in May 2022. The curriculum is developed to provide students an understanding of the complexities and interdependence of the rapidly changing world. The concepts are anchored in the content of economics, the theories, the models and ideas, along with tools, which help through the context of real-world issues. Together, these components help students to acquire a holistic and integrated understanding of economics. The economics course is based on inquiry-based learning and teaching, in which students are given the opportunity to explore economic theories and global issues. These global issues are analyzed under 4 sections, which include the introduction to economics, microeconomics, macroeconomics, and the global economy. There are major incorporated changes into the new syllabus, which includes the key 9 concepts of addition, in case of choice, scarcity, interdependence, intervention, sustainability, economic well-being, equity, and efficiency. There are also embedded real-world issues that the students will be tackling in the IB Economics course. The internal assessments has been accommodating the new changes, along with key effects onto the external assessment that will be conducted by the IBO. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mr. Matthew Larson. I teach both grade 11 and grade 12 HL and SL IB history. Now, grade 11 and IB history is going to be broken up by semester. The first semester we're studying authoritarian states. The second semester we are studying the Cold War. And then in grade 12 we start off by studying the Rwandan genocide, the breakup of Yugoslavia, and the situation in Kosovo. And then the fourth semester, so the last semester of the student's high school career, is devoted solely to studying and getting students ready for the IB exam. Students who are in HL will have 3 additional topics. Those 3 additional topics are also posted on the website. If you see the website right through there, that's where you can go to find all information about the course, all content provided there, and then all lectures and texts are also provided there. And you can lastly see the grade distribution right here. The grade distribution, again, posted in the syllabus and on the website. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. The contact information is provided here and on the site. So grade 11 history is going to be a history of the modern Middle East. So we're starting the content with the end of the Ottoman Empire, moving all the way up to the present day. All content and information for the course can be found on the website, which is linked right here. Then the grade distribution is right here as well, which is also posted in the syllabus on the website. If you have any questions or concerns, my contact information is right here on the screen. You may also contact me via the website. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Renu Murli, and I am the IB Psychology and the Theory of Knowledge teacher. I teach IB Psychology to grade 11 and to grade 12. I teach the biological approach, the sociocultural approach, and the cognitive approach as part of paper 1. I also teach abnormal psychology and the psychology of human relationships, and also a lot of critical thinking in the qualitative research methods paper, which is paper 3. And I am also the theory of knowledge teacher, and our core themes are about knowledge and knowers. And this year we have chosen 2 optional themes, knowledge and technology and knowledge and language. And I also take charge of the TOK exhibition, and I also teach the areas of knowing.
Hi, my name is Olatunde Oluwafemi. I will be teaching our research method, grade 11 and grade 12, alongside with Ms. Ranu. We'll be focusing on 3-7 units, which is number 1, the overview of research processes, which deals with different research design. And also we'll move on to ethical responsibility and plagiarism, whereby students will be focusing on the originality and academic integrity. Then followed by identification of research problem, when students will look at the problem they want to deal with all through their the year of study as a research student. Then we'll follow by literature review, where students will be reviewing some articles, probably maybe 15, 20 articles. Then we have the research design, which comprises of three methodology of research, that is quantitative, qualitative, or the mixture of two, which is a mixed method. Then students will have to present their findings after composing, presenting their finding, and evaluating each other's research paper, which is the peer review. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mr. Matthew Larson. I am the IB Extended Essay Coordinator for Bahrain Bayan School. Quickly, I wanted to give you a very, very brief overview of the Extended Essay. This is a program that all full IB students must complete. It is a 4,000-word research paper on a topic of their choice, which can be conducted over really any of the IB subjects which they choose to use. And again, it is required for all full IB students. It is optional for course students. So if you're not a full IB student and you would like to complete the extended essay, you are welcome to do so. However, it is not a requirement. All information on the extended essay can be found at this website right here. It is also linked on the school dashboard, so you have access to this. All 11 and 12 grade 11 and grade 12 students have access to this. If you have questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me at the information or at the link provided on the screen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mr. Mahmoud Hujeri. I will be teaching grade 11 and 12 digital design. As for grade 11, the course would be the basics of 3D designing and printing, where they can learn how to navigate, edit 3D models and print them. And also at the second semester, it would be the mobile app development, where they will get industrial certificate at the end of it. For the grading, the assessments would be 25%, assignment is 30%, learning skills is 10, and project is 35. For grade 12, the course would be about the basics of animation and how to create business animation for advertisements, as they will get industrial certificate at the end of the course. And for the second semester, they will go for 3D designing and printing in depth to the advanced level. For the grading, the assessments will be 25, assignment is 30, learning scale is 10, and project is 35. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shruti Satish, and I teach grade 11 and grade 12 IB Computer Science and IB ITGS for higher and standard level. Information technology in a global society. In this course, students are introduced to the social and ethical significance of using technology in these following domains. For example, education, business, health, telemedicine, politics, and so on. So the students get to understand how these technologies work in collaboration with the following domains, but with a more of a social and an ethical backdrop throughout the whole course. In IB Computer Science, for standard level, students are introduced to 4 topics. The system fundamentals, which talks about how a project is managed within the program, computer organization in terms of how the hardware components and the software together work in a computer, and networks in terms of routing and how the internet works. And finally, we finish off with computational thinking, which involves critical and logical thinking and developing solutions to a problem. And both standard and higher level have an internal assessment that they work on. The students will also be introduced to object-oriented programming, and the students have an option of choosing the programming language, but at Bayan we start off with introducing them to Java. In the higher level, students also do 3 additional topics, which involves data structures, abstract data structures, resource management, which is an extension of how the computer behaves in terms of hardware and software. From the standard level, it is extended to the higher level, and they will also deal with control systems that deals with automated doors, how sensors work, and so on. And finally, the higher level students also have a case study that they will get a year before the final exam that they work on during class hours. In terms of grades distribution for grade 11 and 12, the distribution remains the same. They will have assessments, which contributes to 25% of their final grade, followed by assignments, which is homework and projects and classwork. The learning skills is the participation and behavior in the classroom, and the final project 35%, which is the internal assessment that the students start working on from the end of semester 1. Thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to the High School PE Community Night presentation for the new academic year. As in life, it's ladies first. So, Ms. Stadler, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ms. Stadler, and I'm teaching high school girls PE, and it's my responsibility to make sure that your child enjoys this subject and learns how to live a healthy, active lifestyle in the future.
Hi again, I'm Mr. Clements. I'm the new head of sport K-12. My focus this year is to create a flourishing and holistic PE curriculum across the whole school. A secondary objective of mine, but just as important to me, is to reinvigorate our school teams, which I'll talk about later in the presentation. PE is a vital subject on the high school curriculum with one fundamental goal:
to create lifelong learners of healthy, active lifestyles.
We believe our physical education programme has already started to make great strides towards achieving this goal, but we're also aware that the journey has only just begun. We have 8 core sports and some new additions for the new year.
The 8 core sports are football,
basketball,
volleyball,
badminton,
table tennis,
track and field,
cross country,
and handball.
New sports for 2022 onwards is dodgeball, tag rugby, Zumba, ultimate frisbee, pickleball, and softball.
Ultimate frisbee has already made a huge impact on the students in the high school so far. We're very sure that the new additions just spoken of will also make an impact in the future. The materials required by every PE student in every lesson are:
high school PE kit from the uniform shop.
Home learning students need to wear clothes suitable for exercise, ideally their PE kit.
Water bottle is essential.
Trainers, again, these need to be appropriate for sport, i.e. not fashion shoes.
And a sports hat for the hot temperatures outside.
Assessment in PE is still following the COVID guidelines from last year. Therefore, students simply pass or fail in relation to PE assessment. Also, it does still not contribute to a student's GPA score.
Once the pandemic comes to an end and life fully returns to normal, PE assessment will once again return to normal too. With that said, we are still assessing fitness levels 3 times over the year. The rubric for the fitness tests is already available on Google Classroom.
We're also giving a verbal effort grade in years 9, 10 and 11. There are 4 grades: below expectations, meeting expectations, above expectations and exceeding expectations. Once again, this score does not affect a student's GPA. As of the new school year, BBS has now returned to the Premium School Sports League, which is known as the Bahrain School Sports League, or BSSL. Over the coming year, we will compete in the following sports as a new BSSL member:
cross country, badminton, table tennis, volleyball, football and basketball. The schools in the league are Rafah Views, St. Christopher's, IKNS, Bahrain School and British School of Bahrain.
Thank you.
And go Stallions!
Hello, I'm Amy Teran and I teach IB Visual Arts for both grades 11 and 12 here at BBS. You might be asking yourself, why IB Art? IB Art students learn skills that extend across all subjects and beyond the classroom environment. They build essential collaborative and problem-solving skills. They develop the creative skills required to participate effectively in today's global and local society and economy. They express their voice, build confidence, and have fun. This 2-year course has 3 components. The first component is called the comparative study. It's worth 20% of the overall score. In this component, students will investigate art and artists, and from this investigation will gain inspiration for their own art-making process. HL, higher level students, will submit 15 to 20 slides, while SL, standard level students, will submit 10 to 15 slides. The second component is called the process portfolio. The process portfolio documents the design process from the initial brainstorming of ideas through to technical trials, media trials, and then the final production of the piece. This is submitted digitally, but may include works from a sketchbook as well as photos of their process. HL students submit 13 to 25 slides, and SL students submit 9 to 18 slides. So as you can see, the main difference between the HL and the SL course is simply the quantity of work. The final component, and probably the favorite, is the artworks, the exhibition, and the design of the exhibit, called curation. This is worth 40% of their overall score. An HL student will have a body of artworks 7 to 10, and an SL student will have 4 to 6 artworks. Although these artworks are submitted to IB digitally, that happens after they have an amazing exhibit, and this is very similar to an experience that a professional artist would have. In the end, students leave IB Art having grown academically, creatively, and individually. They walk away with a collection of artworks that make them proud and a documentation of their beautiful journey. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Dr. Aubrey Burns and I'm a teacher here of Grade 11 Art. Why art, you might be asking? VBS Art students learn skills that extend across all subjects and beyond the classroom environment. They build essential collaborative and problem-solving skills that help them to become more effective in today's global and local society and economy. In Grade 11 Visual Arts, we study 3 core units of work. The first is Smart Start, where they understand foundational studies in terms of art making and art theory. In Ceremony and Society, students look at art from all around the world and take inspiration from artists and their practices in preparation for art making. And then finally, they undertake a passion project where the teacher acts more as a facilitator and the students are self-directed in terms of their art making projects. In terms of grade distribution, we place great emphasis on art making and the supportive process portfolio, critical historical studies, and the acquisition of learning skills. Thank you. I look forward to working with you. In Grade 12, we have 3 core units of study. The first is Smart Start, where they learn all foundational skills in relation to art making and art theory. In Community and Society, students look at art from all around the world and take inspiration from artists and their practices globally. The third unit of study is a passion project where the teacher acts more as a facilitator and students undertake self-directed work to produce a body of artwork. In terms of grade distribution, we place great emphasis on art making, the supportive process portfolio, and critical historical studies. Thank you. I look forward to working with you.
Welcome to the world of theatre. My name is Miss Yulia. This year, Grade 12 students will have an amazing opportunity to expand their knowledge, utilize their creativity, and develop their performance and presentational skills in theatre art class. The first collaborative unit will allow students to explore the methods of different theatre practitioners, as they will learn different ways for the actor to approach the text, build the tension, block the scene, and create believable characters within the given circumstances. The following unit will lead the students through practical explorations of world theatre traditions. It will allow students develop their acting skills, gain necessary knowledge of stage directions, theatrical conventions, developing a character, and creating scenes following the main aspects of the theatre traditions studied. The unit of Director's Notebook aims to guide students through a creative process of directing a performance and taking various roles in the theatre, from the director and the actor to the stage, costumes, sound, and light designers. Overall, the course will enhance presentational skills, boost confidence, and develop leadership skills while advancing critical thinking, as it will include practical and analytical tasks. The students will be assessed on the following criterion. 20% of the grade is for reflective journal, which will include reflections and evaluation on learning process, knowledge, and skills. Another 20% is for critical review, which includes analysis and critical thinking as students evaluate a live performance. 30% is for engagement and participation in all class activities, including warm-ups, games, activities, improvs and rehearsals, partnership and group work, as well as audience skills. And final 30% will be given for final performances of the scenes and presentations. Here are some expectations for the theatre class. Communication is encouraged through email and Google Classroom, which students are required to check regularly. All written assignments, as well as recorded performance assignments, to be submitted in Google Classroom. Students are expected to be actively engaged in all class activities, rehearsals, and final performances, and follow general rehearsals and performance rules. Positive attitude towards learning, best effort, and active participation will help achieving the best results in theatre. I'm looking forward to seeing our students achieving their highest potential in theatre art as we're finally back to our amazing campus. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ms. Ruqayya and I'm going to be talking to you today about the IB Theatre Program. The IB Theatre Program is something that you will begin, an adventure that you will begin in grade 11 and complete in grade 12. So it is a 2-year program. Now, before I talk to you about the details of the course itself and the components that you will experience and do, let me begin by saying that IB Theatre Arts is a practical course designed not only for those of you who want to go into performance, film, or directing or stage design, so therefore not only designed for those of you who want to do drama, but it is designed for anyone interested in developing their communication skills, their confidence, perhaps students looking to go into communications or public relations. The reason I say that is that because the course focuses hugely on helping you develop your sense of self, your voice, and the control that you have over your voice. It enables you to use your voice for expression. It also develops your physical skills, your imagination, your creativity, your collaborative skills, working in a team. And these are all skills that we know you will use in all walks of life. So whatever career you may choose, whatever university you may go to. And that's really where I want to begin, and I will continue to emphasize it. But let's now also explain the components. So what are you signing up for when you join IB Theatre? You will do 3 main external assessments. One of them is partially internal, okay? So the first thing that you will be expected to do is the Unit 1 Theatre Traditions. Now this is a chance for you to really delve deeply into a world tradition, a certain type of theatre of your choice, and you will have extensive time to research it in depth. This is a great unit because it teaches you about research skills, how to assess if sources are reliable, and then how to present your research that you do over months. How do you present it in an eloquent, concise, clear, meaningful way? Now, once you embark on your research journey, you will arrive at a 15-minute solo presentation in which you will demonstrate you are an expert on your world tradition. This is again a unit that is fantastic for developing your presentation skills and your ability to research, report, write, synthesize information. So it's a great key core fundamental skill. The second unit is the director's notebook. Now, the director's notebook is going to give you an opportunity to take any play of your choice, to take it, and to really conceptualize it into a production. You will have the kind of opportunity to think about how you will get that from page to stage. How will you design the set? How will you use sound? How will you use costume? How will you direct your actors. And this component is a great component in the sense that it's going to teach you the practical side of theater. How do you use the stage space? What kind of styles do you use as well? So this results in a notebook that's a combination of short essays and images, diagrams, in which you explain your journey of staging, imagining the staging of this play. And then finally, there is the collaborative project. And this is when, as a group, you will actually create an original piece of theater. You will have a starting point, and you will again embark on a journey of going from a small starting point into a 10 to 13 minute performance. Now in this unit, you get the chance to engage with issues that are important to you and your peers. You get to engage with ideas that you feel need to be expressed, challenged, and explored. These are the three core components, and I really do hope that you approach me. If you do have any more questions, or if anything kind of pops up in your mind regarding theater, I am always happy to answer. Hope to see you on the IB program.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم أستاذة بلقيس، مدرسة المواطنة والتربية الإسلامية لهذا العام. بالنسبة للكتب المقررة للصف الثاني عشر، ستكون للفصل الأول كتاب السلوك الاجتماعي في الإسلام، وللفصل الثاني المواطنة، وهي تربية للمواطنة وحقوق الإنسان وطن 301. تقسيم الدرجات سيكون كالآتي: العمل الصفي 40%، المشاركة 20%، المشاريع 30%، والمهارات التعلمية 10%. هناك ملاحظة لهذا المقررين: لا توجد امتحانات ولا توجد واجبات منزلية، وشكرا لكم.
Hello, my name is Amber Ham, and I am the coordinator for the Additional Education Assistance Department. I have worked at Bayan School for 3 years. I spent 3 years as the primary English support teacher before taking on the AEA department this school year. I have 14 years teaching experience. I've taught in 4 countries, and I absolutely love teaching at Bayan School. The AEA department is new this year. We are replacing what was once termed the support program. This new and improved department wants to ensure that your students are successful in English, Arabic, math, and work completion. The AEA teachers, there are 8 of them, they are teaching from grades K all the way to grade 12. They are going to serve as a case manager for your child to ensure that they are receiving the services that they require. At BBS, we believe that every child deserves to feel safe, supported, and able to express themselves. Therefore, we are going to strive to ensure that your child has the education that they deserve. Now, since we are K through 12, we are putting AEA teachers in all of the various sections of the school. So in high school, your child may miss 1 to 2 periods of national studies, advisory, or research methods. In middle school, your child may miss 1 to 2 periods of Arabic social studies. And in primary, they may miss 1 to 2 periods of Arabic, English, or math. The most important thing that you should know is that your child's teacher is aware of AEA and is working very closely with the AEA teacher to ensure that your child is thriving and supported. We're very excited about the AEA department, and we look forward to working with you and your child. Thank you.